What TV football show has the same name as a 2018 action film? Match of the day, Soccer AM, final score. What style of Indian dish translates from Punjabi as bits or pieces, tikka, korma, biryani? The term bourgeois is sometimes used. In what casino game does the player have the option to stick or twist craps? The traditional horn blown by Swiss herdsmen to communicate is called what? Go. In the Middle Ages, a buckler was what item of military equipment? Helmet, mace, shield. I challenge. The condition carotenemia. Which of these is used as part of the vegan society? Which of the Marx brothers never spoke on screen? Construction on which of these walls was begun first? What other US state has a name that rhymes with Nebraska? Which of these people was brought up speaking well? The gramophone was an early version of which device? Mobile phone, scales, record player. Which of these celebrities is the eldest? Virginia Woolf is best remembered as. Which of these films was released first? In bingo parlance, which number is? Which of these climbing plants is also known as woodbine? Lily Allen's LDA. Capsaicin is the active component in which of these foods? Chocolate, chili peppers, cheese. What sport is known as soccer? Which of these is a colloquial Scottish word? Which of these is a fish and not a mammal? Which of these wars did not take place? Which of these brothers were famous aviators? Which of these, Transformers? Tinker Bell is a fairy friend of which literary figure? Puss in Boots, Peter Pan, The Little Mermaid. Which of these is not a species of... What does the DC rep... The abbreviation LDR. Which of these songs was a UK hit first? Which of these is not a chemical... The Hertz is a unit of what? Which England cricket captain had the nickname Legger? Which Thomas Keneally book won the Booker Prize in 1982? What film was known in France as Les Dents de la Mer? What film was known in France? A frontal lobotomy was performed on what organ of the body? The Molucca Islands have what alternative name? The Molucca Islands. How old was Mrs. Beeston when she died? The Scottish Homing Union is a body controlling what sport? The Scottish Homing Union is a body controlling what sport? Pigeon racing, curling, orienteering. In 47 BC, which Egyptian queen gave birth to Ptolemy Caesar? Which organ in the human body has over 500 functions? A domestic cat has how many lids on each eye? Which TV family lived in Milwaukee? Which superhero group includes Robin, Cyborg, and Starfire? Which superhero group includes Robin, Cyborg, and Starfire? New Mutants, the Titans, Runaways. In the Bible, the book of Genesis starts with which phrase? In the Bible, the book of Genesis starts with which phrase? Once upon a time, call me Ishmael, in the beginning. What is measured on the Gay-Lussac scale? Which famous flautist was born in Belfast in 1939? What is the main ingredient of the Indian dish, biryani? And, but, are examples of what part of speech? Which Australian state capital is furthest west? What organ of the body is affected by alveolitis? What organ of the body is affected by alveolitis? Stomach, liver, lung. Fans of which American actress call themselves Fanistons? Demetria is the full first name of which US teen pop star? Demetria is the full first name of which US teen pop star? Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato. What would you be most likely to do with a Bedford rascal? Orthopedic surgery is mainly concerned with what? What two-word slang term describes swimming while naked? What style of hooded coat originated in the Arctic regions? What style of hooded coat originated in the Arctic regions? Cagoule, parka, duffel. Colley Cibber held what post in the 18th century?